to belt him over the head. He's actually got sciatic trouble.
No, it's no good. You know everything, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
There's not much you don't know.
Oh, there's not much I don't know. No. I tell you what, the umpires are in real trouble if I see the coach here trying to coach them. Cal Clissole, crikeys.
No, Roger's even bought you a cuppa.
A cup of tea for you this time. Oh, guilty.
Get on you, Rog.
Thanks, Rog.
Cogsy let me down, but you didn't, mate. Well done.
Thanks, Rog. Where are we going next week, Grub?
Oh,
You got one up your sleeve?
I've got the rest of the year mapped out.
No, have you really?
really?
Can't wait for that. Well, there'll be about 4 or 5 places we won't be going.
Well, I'll give you a clue.
We're not going to Anarchy.
I'll give you a clue. The last 2 games, me car's playing up, and they're both Werribee play at home.
Yeah, well, you'll be doing it by yourself. Start of the final term, Edge and Holmer. Edge gets it down in the middle. Through the middle, Bogan for Belmont. Needs to pick it up. Perceived pressure again. He got the kick away towards centre-half forward. Oh, good mark.
That's
in the middle.
Yes.
That was a good mark by Tom Stephen in the middle of a couple of Belmont Lions players. And that's what they need to do, the Blues. And he plays on from centre-half back. Goes long towards centre-half forward. Nobody really wants to mark it. Up goes Tricky. Can't take the mark. At the back, Gurison gives it away by hand. Under pressure. Oliver got the kick away. Scrubby kick towards the forward line. It's okay, though. Dunkley with the outside of the right boot towards Menchie. Nearly hits him in the head with a Falcon. Comes back. Danger. Tricky. Kick the goal. Somebody. It's on the... It's around the corner. Oh,
it's tunnel ball.
Tunnel ball. The kick came through from Trent McClure, and it just got touched on the way through. So they go to 5:15:45.
I don't know who that boy from Belmont was. He was running back. Wasn't looking. He was running the wrong way. Always keep your eye on the ball, mate.
Done it again. We're beautiful.
The clock.
4 for 4.
The clock.
4 for 4 with the clock as Holmer gets the ball from the kick in, sends it back into attack towards Mench. Where's Dale Smith? Smithy, come back. I'm out of here.
You've both sacked from the clock. You've both been suspended from the clock for 3 weeks.
Okay, no problem.
You
whatsoever.
6 weeks, Andrew, because you won't be back.
I won't be back. Minor score again to the Winchelsea side. It was a rush score. 5 goals, 16. God, it's lovely to be
How
back
do you
with
know
you.
what it was? You didn't see it.
Lovely to be back with you. Ball comes in from Edwards. Long kick. Oh, right up to the guts. It was 70 metres again. Great kick over the top from... Edge will pick up the ball for the Belmont Lions. Comes off hands. Says in there for Winchelsea. Tries to get a little giveaway. Can't do so. Harrison in and under there. Oliver picks the ball up. Can he get it out? Players dive on the ball. A little bit more go on this. Comes off hands now. And that is Murphy, I think, in there under that contest trying to break free. But the umpire says, give it to me.
Tell you what, he's kicked that 70. He's kicked that into the centre of the ground, and you know what? I don't reckon he got onto it. I reckon he miskicked it.
Miskicked it.
I really do.
Holmer gets the tap down over Edge. Comes through. Oh, Beath knocked off the ball. McKenzie, little give. Goes out the back. Heads on the outer side there, and it was via Fowler. And the ball will go out to Tom Stephen. Tom Stephen, centre wing. Clubroom side of the ground. Sends the ball back into true centre-half forward position, looking for Holmer. Bounces off his chest, but he takes it on the second grab. He turns, looking for Mench. Doesn't, though. Kick went wide. Don't know why he didn't go longer. Comes off hands. Gurison in underneath that. Little give and go to tipping round the corner. Going in, looking for Sawney. Over the top, is he good enough? Sawney versus Lovett it was. Comes off hands. Big Fisher bends down. Picks the ball up. Oh, wrapped up Edwards by the Winchelsea player. And it'll be a throw up.
I'll tell you what, they're playing the better Winch, but they've got to score goals.
I was going to say, because Belmont only need to kick 1 goal.
Yes.
They might be okay.
Yes, they've got to score some goals.
It's all over, isn't it? Mench comes to Bonner. Bonner gets a quick kick away. One-on-one contest over the back there. Running through is Gurison. Couldn't get it. Livesey taps the ball away, and the boundary line will be his friend.
They're just trying too hard, I reckon, Winch.
Yeah, just settle down a little bit. Go back to your structures, settle down a little bit, and they're actually rushing it.
They are.
And all marks to Belmont, too, because they put pressure on them all day.
Boundary throw in left forward pocket. Mensch tries to take it out of the ruck contest. Ball falls to Oliver again. He goes with the outside of the right boot towards Gurison. Can't take the mark. Rove for the Lions. Got numbers. Oh, dangerous handball, but it might be okay. They come to Beath at half back by himself. It's okay. Drills it back towards Canning over his head. Session's been pretty good too.
Yeah, he has.
He goes with the right foot kick. Just measures it to the coach. You get a game next week. He measures it further afield to Tricky. Right half forward takes the mark. Just settles the play down. And we'll have a set shot for goal from 50 out.
I'd have liked Mensch from where he was, I think.
Tippings have got it all by himself. Oh, no, he's been wrapped up now.
So Bo Tricky hasn't troubled the scorers to date this afternoon. He comes in. Breeze from right to left. He gives it a one. He keeps it low. Has it got enough? It has. I think he's put it through the middle. So Bo Tricky puts his first on the board, and the 6th for Winchelsea. And they go to 6-16-52. They trail Belmont Lions 9-5-59. That's on the Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 4.5 minutes played.
Well, I must admit, I wasn't sure what Mensch was doing when he went across the ground to a smaller bloke, but he obviously knew exactly what he was doing because he had full faith in young Tricky. That's good to see a coach. A lot of coaches might go back and say, I'm going to have a try for this, but he obviously knew the advantages of giving it to the boy, and he never let him down, and Winch are back in the hunt.
Back in the middle. Holmer and Edge. Edge gets another tap down, goes straight to Bonner. He gets spun in the tackle, gets out of it, goes back to Holmer, comes to Tipping to Tricky. He gets the kick away. It's going back in, heading into one-on-one contest.
They're
over
too
the back.
big, too strong, Mensch. Go!
Two very quick ones, and it's a 1-point game. 7-16-58. The Winchelsea side. Belmont Lions 9-5-59. Smith Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard. Are we 6-ish?
Yeah,
6 minutes in?
6 minutes in.
Well,
roughly.
whatever, how would you know? But in all honesty, we said that they were trying to rush, they were trying to do it, they had to kick goals, and they've answered that well. They've kicked 2 goals. And Mensch, as you say, he's big and he's hard to hold all day. And the reason he's allowed to be down there at the moment is because of the form that finally starting to show today. Holmer's
the Whitley medalist.
He's really starting to show us what he showed us last week, Holmer.
No, he's the last 3 rounds Whitley medalist.
Yes, that's right.
The minor Whitley.
The late season Whitley. So back to the middle, Holmer and Edge again. He goes up and gets it down. Gerson falls over at the crucial stage. Coming off half forward, Stephen tried to get it back.
Oh,
harsh.
The punts.
Yeah, it was a bit harsh.
And was Tipping, actually, who didn't break free and get it away. So Walsh goes towards half forward. In front, Blair goes towards Atkinson on centre wing. Got one high. Umpire said yes.
Fair enough.
So it'll be come back to Daniel Atkinson, centre wing. Goes towards half forward, over the back.
Oh, no.
Jeez, here we go.
I don't... Oh,
Advantage paid. Harrison runs into the pocket. Handball back
what's
to
he
Lovett. Lovett gets away and kicks it behind.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Comedy of errors. So they go to 9-6-60. And
now they're panicking a bit.
now they are 6-16-58. Winchelsea. Kick in from McKenzie. Goes towards Holmer. Punched away by Edge. Falls in the arms of Hahn. Oh, the umpire's
That's
taken
not a free
over.
either.
Hahn
It doesn't
kicks the
matter.
goal. So Alex Hahn kicks the goal. His first of the afternoon, and the 10th for Belmont. They go to 10-6-66, and they lead Winchelsea, who are 6-16-58, and that is on the Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played.
Now, I'd be always a bit reluctant to pay a free kick to a bloke who does duck his head to shrug the tackle, but it didn't matter because he was finished up in the same position as he would have been. He played on, and it didn't affect the part of the game. And Hahn, very good player and a very, very good goal in very big pressure situation.
So 8 points in it. 8 minutes gone. Up they go. Holmer gets the tap down, comes to Oliver, shrugs the tackle, runs away, takes a couple of steps, tumbling punt forward. Bounces well for Sawney, gives it by hand out to Tipping if it goes for him. It doesn't. Bounces the wrong way. Comes up in the hands of Lovett. He was probably taken a little bit high. He was. No cheese, Lovett. Will get the kick. Comes out looking for Beath on the outer side, but intercepted there by the big man in Edge. So Edge settling it down, looking for options. Blair gives him a lead. Heads towards him. Bayliss, though, over the back, probably gets a little hand on it. Comes off hands. It was Matheson there in and under. Can't get the ball free. Sesson does some hard work, trying to get away. Umpire says, give it to me. Good tackle there by Canning to keep Sesson from breaking free. Up they come. Size does the work for the Belmont Lions. Comes to Holmer. He gives it by hand. Finds Bonner it was. Bonner to Sesson. He comes back. Finds Fowler. Fowler gives a little kick around the corner and it comes to Bayliss. Centre half back position. Sawney's on his own. They're going for the middle and it's come off. Sawney at true centre half back. Gets away now. Has a bounce. Shepherd given. Second bounce now. Goes long. Drives towards centre half forward looking for Mensch. And Mensch doesn't quite take the mark. Good work by Harrison. He's on the burst now. Turns it around for the Belmont Lions. Comes forward and finds Hahn. Centre wing. Drives it long to a one-on-one contest. Getting back was Budavalis. He gets a hand to it. Gets another hand to it. Oh, but it's drifting into the goal square. And now he's going to see the boundary line come through as his friend. Minor score to the Belmont Lions. They'll go to 10-7-67. 7-16-58 Winchelsea.
Kick in by Mackenzie. Oh, that's 50, isn't it? Gee whiz. After the mark was taken by Tricky.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you.
Goes back to Fowler. He takes the mark at defensive 50 and plays on. Draws a player. Handball over the top. Sawney in the middle. Goes, takes a bounce. Edge comes at him. He gets the kick away long towards Manch. Oh, Fisher in front. Oh, should have taken the mark and
taken
didn't.
it.
Oliver handballs it to the big fella. The old man gets it up, does he? No, Tipping can't take it with him. Belmont with the numbers. Handball it out. They didn't panic and they got away. And they can run now. Timms goes long towards centre wing, looking for Canning. Holmer against him. Might fall for Holmer. Hambrook and Beath comes at it. Holmer does well. Breaks free. Long kick towards the 10-metre square. Mensch runs back. Got a couple against him. Stevens there. Tom needs to get around. Does he get it? He does. And it kicks a behind.
Mensch dragged the other player to him then.
7-17-59 Winch. They trail Belmont Lions 10-7-67. 11.5 minutes played. Final term.
Ball's been worked out to the centre wing, outer side of the ground. And the boundary line, no. Big pack of players, 4 or 5 players full on the ball. It's right on the boundary line. Now it's gone out of bounds.
They got out of trouble there, Belmont. I know it's lovely to kick a 65-yarder out there, but I wouldn't be kicking it to a 3-on-1. It was the one kept it in there. Otherwise, Winch were away again. Good play.
He worked well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Holmer comes over to join Edge. He gets in front edge, gets the tap away to advantage. Comes off hands, Hahn leading in the race for the ball. Tries to shrug off his player, does. Gets a little handball away, but the boundary umpire has got involved once more time.
A lot of this might come down to just how fit this Holmer is, because I think they've got the right thing there. He's got to give him a run that I'm not quite sure Mensch can give that run in the last quarter, but Holmer's got to be able to run the quarter out.
He has to run it out, and he has to probably outrun Edge, who's rucked pretty much all day, unchanged. He gets the tap down again, Edge. Comes off hands, Sawney. Good pick-up. Got nowhere to go, though. Turns the ball round his body, looking for Tom Stephen, and out of bounds on the full. So the ball will go to Edwards. I think that might be out there.
They've got to come this side, Winch, don't they? Got to come the attacking side.
I would have thought.
Try and bring it back inboard.
So Brad Edwards with the ball. Sends it back into attack for the Belmont Lions. Heading forward, looking for Blair. Oh, good mark by Blair. Good contested mark.
Ooh.
Outside 50s, coming back in, looking into the centre of the ground, and Edge is there unmarked as Holmer had drifted forward. Edge, 65 out, sends it to the top of the square. Looking for Canning, couldn't take the mark, and the boundary line will be the winner.
I reckon Harrison might have run in his way then a bit. He locked his view a bit.
So boundary about 25 metres round from the Belmont Lions goal. Ball comes in again, over the back. Work was done there by Duggan, I think it was. He gets the ball into the centre square. Jackson all alone into the centre, and Jackson will take the mark.
He ran hard at it early to give himself a chance to jump. That was good play.
Got the break on board of Varlas.
He did.
And I don't know what that just was, but we just had a lot of water in it.
I'll tell you what.
Someone's throwing stuff at us, I reckon.
Poor old Bjorn, I think. When you go over there at half-time, go to the toilet, mate.
Jackson pretty much directly in front, 25 metres out from goal. Puts this one in. Umpire doesn't move. That will be Stephen Jackson's third goal and the 11th to the Belmont Lions. 11-7, 73 the Belmont Lions. 7-17-59 Winchelsea, Smithshold and Blood Suzuki scoreboard. 13 minutes gone.
I tell you what, you've got to take your hat off to these boys. I tell you, they showed us earlier that they had some run. They showed us how they moved the ball a lot better. They've showed us how they've marked. And now they've shown what I think is probably the most important ingredient in a football side. They've shown a bit of character. When Winch got back within a point, you thought, hello, it's all over. And they've kicked the next couple. It's not over yet, because we've seen Winch kick 2 in about 30 seconds, so they can do that again. But you've got to admire the character of the Belmont Lions.
Back to the middle. Holmer. Hambrook in the middle on hands and knees. Tries to tap it on. Sawney through the middle. Hahn again. Hard at it. He picks it up as well. He's got a couple against him. He drops the footy. Sawney handball towards Tipping. He left it behind. Sawney over the top of it as well. Through the middle, Oliver. Hambrook fighting hard for it. Oliver comes out somehow. He gets the kick away. Goes towards Holmer again. Runs through a couple. Handballs it outboard to Murphy. Murphy long to the square. Mensch from behind. Little shove. And does well.
Mark. Fisher's not happy, but I think it was beautiful.
A bloke played 150 games AFL footy. He knows what he's doing. David Mensch marks it in the goal square. He's kicked 2. This for 3. The quick reply for the Blues. Still not happy.
He's bleeding, isn't he?
He is. Comes in, kicks the goal. So they're 8 for Winchelsea. They go to 8-17, 64, and they trail Belmont Lions 11-7-73. Smiths, Holden, Blood, Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 15 minutes in the final term.
It just shows the difference between a bloke who has played AFL footy and a really good local district footballer. I think we saw I think it might have been the second quarter where Mensch just sort of ducked the head a little bit when he was in front and got the free. Fisher probably hasn't got the experience to do that. Mensch probably did give him a touch, but he just knows how to do it, and he's a great player, and that brings him right back again into the contest. This is a terrific game.
Back in the middle of the ground. So a 8-point game again. Up they go. Edge probably got most of that, but it really was to no one's advantage. Oliver gets the ball forward again. Comes off hands. Belmont Lions will go back into attack. It's heading towards Harrison. He takes the mark. Plays on instantly. Harrison
kick a goal,
goes long, goes for goal. There's one out over the back. And
he's missed
gone.
it.
The option to the Shepherd. Minor score. 11 goals, 874. Belmont Lions, 8-17-65. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Slow to react, Belmont.
Quick kick in. Came out towards Mackenzie at half-back, took the mark, drills the pass in the middle. Tipping, takes it, gives it to Sawney. Influential in the final term. Goes to centre half forward. Mensch goes up. Got a couple against him. Livesey comes across the front. Handballs it away. Handball from Oliver back to Sawney. He's in the middle of the ground. He goes to with the right foot towards full forward. Oh! Play on, said the umpire. Handball. Atkinson gives it back. They go switch it to the other side. Holmer goes up, gets a hand to it. The short and the tall of it. Wraps up Harrison. Ball spills free. Holmer. Handball forward. 45 out. Handball came inboard. Bonner to kick the goal.
Yes, he's got it.
And Kane Bonner kicks his first. And the 9th for Winchelsea. And they go to 9-17-73. And they trail the Belmont Lions.
71.
71, sorry. 9-17-71. They trail the Belmont Lions 11-8-74. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes play.
You're a good judge. You said this wasn't over.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a mighty effort from them because they've come back from a pretty big deficit and 2 players down who can't go back on the ground. It's been a mighty effort. It's not over yet, obviously. Just want to make a comment on the umpire and paying their marks. There's been a few marks today I thought you probably could have paid, but I'll give them their due. Every single one of them, they haven't paid.
It's consistent.
And all you want is consistency, and these boys out here today, umpiring, have given us that consistency.
Harrison coming off the ground as well.
Oh, he's just having a rest. He'll be right.
He looks a little bit grog.
Yeah, he'll be right.
A little bit groggy.
He's a tough little bugger.
Ball back in the middle. Holmer. And Edge. Falls into Edge's hands and then to Bonner. Bonner picks the ball up, comes out the back. Hahn with the ball for the Belmont Lions. Goes straight towards centre half forward. Little push in the back there. Comes over the back. It's Fowler. Couldn't get the ball happening there. Comes off hands. Watkins in underneath for the Belmont Lions. Comes out the back by Matheson it was. Mackenzie involved. He gets a little handball away. Free kick.
For what?
Not quite sure what it was
Over
for.
the shoulder when he got rid of the footy, I think.
Gee, he was a bit lucky there.
Didn't see it in the run. So Mackenzie with the ball. The back line general for the Blues. Gives a little kick out to Bonner.
No, he's going to make him come back, is he?
No, the
What's he
umpire's got
doing?
no idea what he's doing.
No, he got mixed up there, I think. But
Yeah, you got a little bit confused, I think, but he's a bad kick by Bonner. Didn't go anywhere. Comes off hands, and it was Harmbrook. He gets the ball back in. Mackenzie, though, goes back, flies for the ball, can't bring it to ground, then does.
Oh.
And uses the boundary line to his advantage.
I tell
Very
you
subtly.
What he did, he kept it in to see what his options were. And then when he realised he didn't have any, he touched it over. And I tell you, I know it's not AFL, but they pay it every time. Don't worry about that. Not that I reckon you should anyway. Mate.
So left forward pocket lines into attack, northern end of the ground, boundary throw in. And it's going to be Matheson up against Duggan. Well, not really, because in the end, all Matho, dangerous, back towards the goal, and out of bounds again. He's looking for the rush behind. Dangerous, though. There's about 4 blokes in front of him it could have fallen to.
Well, I don't know whether the wind took that, but he seemed to be barragging for Belmont, that bloke. He threw it back into their goal square nearly.
So boundary thrown right next to the behind post. Belmont Lions deep into attack. They're 3 points up. Duggan taps it towards the 10-metre square. The kick around the corner. Going to be out of bounds again, I think.
Smothered off the boot by Mackenzie.
Another Another boundary throw in, this time about 15 around from the behind post.
I reckon they have to score here, because how many times do you see it clogged up here? The other mob take it down the ground and hit the front, wouldn't they, if they did that?
So Hahn and Tipping having a crack at each other as well. Duggan gets it down.
Bit late for that.
Ball, Fowler through the middle. Rides the tackle from Walsh. He's ripped into the ground and held to him.
Another thing these boys have done right today too. I mean, how many games have we seen the umpires let it go and go and go under that pack? They've been in there. They've got it out quick. Good stuff.
So ball up. 20 out from goal. Matheson goes up, falls to the back of the pack. Vudavalis kick off the ground. Gurison to run onto it, leaves it behind. Now Vudavalis picks it up and kicks it to a wide open space in centre wing. Stephen to run onto it. Tom, he can't take it with him. Tricky's there as well. 2-on-1 if they can pick the football up, but they can't because Timms works hard, gets up in the tackle. Then he gets rid of the football just in time. It's okay. Walsh and Watkins. Watkins over the top.
Here's a go.
Beat the Hahn. 45 out. Needs to kick the goal. And the Lions! Alex Hahn kicks his second. And that is the 12th for the Belmont Lions. They go to 12-8-80. They lead Winchelsea 9-17-71. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard, 21 played.
Does that goal belong to Lyle Timms?
Well, I was just about to say, it's too dark for me to see who was the boy that got the ball. I'll tell you what, mate, you need a big pat on the back because that was bloody sensational stuff, son. Oh, that was fantastic.
2-on-1 and out did them all.
Oh, I love that. And it's not your big class specky mark or down the ground. Good, hard, tough, honest footy.
Up they go again. No one really gets the benefit of that. Harmbrook comes out with it. He gets it to Beath. Beath turns around straight back into attack. Go the Lions. Leading out is Duggan. Can he get a run onto the ball? He can't. Little give and go there by Matheson.
Well done, love it.
Comes to Blair. Blair kicks round the corner. Leading out and marking it is...
Canning.
Canning, is it?
See
Yes,
the little hand he got in there, love it. They're having a real go, these kids.
Canning is on the most acute angle of all time in these pockets.
If he kicks this, is it over?
Yep.
Could be.
Yep.
I think Canning runs around. He's kicked the banana. That wasn't a banana. It ended up being a straight kick.
Kicking the sponsors.
Straight across the face and woken the sponsors out of their reverie. As Canning, the referee.
Speak English, will you?
Ball comes across the ground. McKenzie takes the ball. No one with him. He's allowed to take a bounce. Then a little give over the top. He's going to find Sesson. Sesson's got Tipping running with him, but he ignores him. Goes long, looking for Holmer. Centre wing. Getting across though is Edge. Holmer brings the ball to ground. Shakes the tackle. King just slams the ball on the boot, heading it towards forward. Mensch coming out, 2-on-1 there. Brought to ground though by the Belmont Lions player. Comes off hands. Beath in underneath. Can he get the run of the ball? Can't. Picked up by Tricky, or Tricky knocked it forward. In fact, all taken over the top of the head there by the Belmont Lions player. Players are going to fall on it. Probably going to be a ball up. No, broken away. Good work there by, I think it might have been Edwards. Sends it out wide looking for Lovett, I should say. And Lovett, the boundary line, will be the winner out of side of the ground from our commentary position. Just around from centre wing.
So boundary throw in, just forward to the centre wing for the Belmont Lions. Edge and Holman come across to do the ruck work. Holmer in front, to the side, Sawney, Blair, gets it long inside 50, Watkins and McKenzie. McKenzie punches away defensively. Walsh comes at it, McKenzie drags him, gets away from him, handball out to Watkins. He gets around on the right foot, drives it long to full forward. Love it over the back, Canning's there as well, runs away from them and Fowler and Sesson, and they see it over the line. Right forward pocket. Belmont Lions into attack, they lead 12-8-80. Winchelsea 9-17-71. 9 points of difference. Duggan from the ruck contest. Surrounded. Umpire. Pushing the back, said the umpire.
Oh, dear me.
So 30 out from goal, 35 out from goal. Slide angle.
Well, I can't comment on it because I never saw it.
Jamie Duggan will take the free kick for a push. Sesson's asking for confirmation that that was right. And the umpire said, yes, it is.
I think he pointed up to have a look at the replay on the scoreboard, on the big screen, but there ain't none.
The Brian Coughlin scoreboard.
But there ain't none.
So Jamie Duggan, who's kicked 2, is to ice the game for the Lions.
Don't think he's had a shot at a more important goal in his career.
Comes in.
I tell you what.
I think he's got it just.
Tell you what.
Just squeezed it in. Brad McKenzie's not happy.
Oh, he don't reckon it's a goal.
Jamie
Brad
Duggan's
McKenzie.
kicked his third. And the 13th for the Belmont Lions, 13-8-86. They lead Winchelsea 9-17-71. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes played.
Well, I'm not going to make a comment. I'm going to ask a question. Is that it?
That's it.
That is it.
Oh,
That's
geez,
it.
I wish we had the right time on our score clock.
That is it. I reckon we're mighty close.
Yeah, we're not far away.
Mighty close. Werribee Centrals are holding the Tigers 54-37.
I'll tell you what, they may not be gone.
Look at you.
Oh, he's up and about.
He's back up and about.
Geez, I wish I knew the Belmont Lions theme song. I'm going to make one up before the siren.
You go and enjoy them.
Just go in. Take the mic in there and beyond. Do a live cross. Back in the middle. Holmer. They need to get one quickly if they're going to be any chance, but I don't think they are. Comes off hands. Hahn again gets the ball away. Driving forward. Duggan underneath it. He can't get the ball to ground. Off hands. McKenzie probably gets one over the shoulder. Can't get it away. Matheson in underneath. Little give out. Working hard, though, Belmont Lions. They're working hard to keep that ball in there. Can't get it away. Comes off hands. Oliver in there. Shakes one tackle, then the other. Gets it to McKenzie. Ball smothered off the boot. And out of bounds it will go.
Do you see the little things that McKenzie does? Just puts his body in there. And even that tackle out here, he couldn't have tackled him, but he just touches them enough to put them off their kick. He's a wonderful player.
Half forward flank. Attacking in for the Belmont Lions. In it comes. Ball drops straight to Holmer's lap. And
free kick.
Free kick to... Gee, it wasn't there.
Hahn.
They're getting the rub of the green
Is
now, the Lions.
Is that a big last quarter?
So Hahn gets a kick in. Belmont Lions players flying at it. Sawney underneath. Comes off hands. Oh, good work there around by Walsh. He kicks it towards goal, but it's going to miss everything. And Stephen Jackson takes on the point. And it will be a point. 13-9-87. Belmont 9-17-71. Winchelsea. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Brad McKenzie's just been whacked in the ear roll by the goal umpire's flag.
McKenzie straight down the ground as far as he can go towards Sawney. Can't take the mark.
Should have,
could have, didn't. Goes back. Walsh.
Get out of his
Picks
way.
it up. Handballs. Oh, gets around.
Hold the ball.
Strong punts too from the umpire.
One step too many, the boy.
Yeah. So tipping. Defensive 50 goes towards centre wing. Holmer takes the mark.
He's played a good last quarter, this bloke. He's showed a little bit of faith in us. He made us look like dills early, which ain't hard to do.
Sawney in the middle. Gets the kick smothered. Livesey falls okay to Oliver. Chips it out board. And Dunkley takes the mark.
Get it in there.
So Dunkley.
No, wait. You haven't got much time, son.
Right half forward. Goes long. Might kick the goal. Doesn't quite make it in distance.
Oh!
If you don't mind. That's as easy as you like from Trent McClure. In the goal square, kicks the goal.
I'll tell you what, he was wandering back, and I think David Bench went, get back quick.
Hurry up. So he kicks his third. And they go 10-17-77. Winchelsea, they trail Belmont Lions 13-9-87. And that's on the Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 28 minutes played.
Well, 2 goals in who knows how many minutes now, but can they do it? They kicked 2 goals in a minute early in the third quarter, in this quarter. They kicked 2 goals in a minute before.
They've got to get it straight out of the middle in this contest if they're any show at all. So ball back to the middle. Big calls coming from Leakey on the bench. Trying to get his players moving. Up they go. Hollands gets the ball down. Holmer, I should say, gets the ball down.
Hollands. We're at North Geelong.
North Geelong, exactly. Came straight out of his mouth. Belmont Lions player wrapped up, brought to the ground, and it will be a ball up.
Yeah, well, that's twice in 2 weeks because you did it last week too, you banana.
Did I call Hollands last week too, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
You did.
I can't remember. Yesty. Up they go. Edge gets the ball down, comes to Hahn, works his way out of the pack, comes to Beath. Beath's wrapped up in the tackle, ball spills free, comes off hands Stevens, Drew Stevens gets it forward. Oh, clash at centre half forward. And the umpire will have to blow his whistle because it's gone in and not coming out.
I tell you what,
Tipping.
I'll bet you Cogsy wants to blow that siren.
Tipping and Tim's, you'd have a very itchy finger. Up they go. Bonner gets the ball for Winchelsea, turns round on a dime, sends it back in, looking for Tom Stephen, doesn't bounce right for him. Oh, good work there from Walsh once again. He gets a little handball over the top, puts his player under pressure though, wrapped up by Drew Stevens. Walsh follows up again, got that too high. Umpire says play on.
Said play on.
And he's called
and now he's punched him. Gee.
That's harsh. Sawney comes up with the ball for the Blues. He goes long. Holmer underneath. He can't get the ball away.
Oh.
And Holmer's got shingos. Don't know where those two have plucked out, but this umpire wants a tight finish. He wants a tight finish.
He's not happy with it.
No. And Holmer needs to kick this goal.
I'll tell you what, he's a lovely kick of a football.
He's kicked through that. I tell you what, it's coming back. It's coming back. He's kicked the goal.
It's not over yet here.
He has kicked the goal.
Jets Oval, Alan Moore.
It is not over yet. That will be Holmer's first goal.
Oh, that was a siren.
11-17-83. Winchelsea 13-9-87 to the Belmont Lions. Fitzholden Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
What's our clock say?
Our clock
Doesn't matter.
Our clock says 30 and a half minutes gone.
So there must be 33 gone.
No,
we're adjusting.
We've added.
So in other words, you've got no idea.
Pretty much.
Back to the middle. Itchy finger, Cogsy. Holmer up against Edge. Goes up. Garrison gives it away. Missed the target, which was Oliver. Hahn the other way.
Look at this kid go! Look at this kid go!
And he's missed it.
He's missed it, but that was great stuff.
Alex Hahn. We love watching him
I
play.
love this kid.
13-10 playing 11-17. McKenzie from fullback gives it everything. Straight down the middle. Holmer can have half a dozen on him. He goes up. Doesn't take the mark. Bonner gives it away. Stephen Sawney. 2-on-1 if it sits. Stephen, give it away somehow. He gets the left foot kick to centre half forward, but it's all Belmont.
They're out on here. They're out here, mate. Have a look. Have a look.
Kieran Hodge takes the mark and he kicks it long. It's okay. Lovett takes the mark.
Hold it up, son. Hold it
Centre
up.
wing, Lovett just settles the play down. Edge gives him a lead.
Hit the boundary.
He goes in that direction now. Holmer against him. He goes up, gets a hand. Close to the boundary line. Holmer picks it up. Kick it as long as he can. He gets slung as he gets the kick away. Garrison goes up.
That's a free kick against Lovett. He went straight at the man without the eyes on the ball.
Garrison's got it on centre wing. Just kick it long. Kick it him edge, for God's sake. Kick it him edge, for God's sake. He goes.
Siren! Siren's gone!
There you go.
Oh, what a game! What a day!
Menchie was screaming for the ball. He was screaming for the ball.
And Belmont Lions have